three-man on-field team of English officials today, and Carlos Diaz on the left, they're wearing 14. Is the captain he's meeting now as the players come together, as they always do in this competition, ahead of kickoff, with a message of unity. And it's Dubal, the 19-year-old Swiss left back there, is the Marseille skipper. And here is the team he's just let out. They score and conceded plenty. 3 changes for them, including a easily debut for Kylian Lapurinek in midfield. Also coming in to start, Tajidin Mahdi, who scored twice here on match day 1. And they thought they were going to win. And also Lamariel Kabmiri up front. He's the 3rd change. His last gasp goal got them through on match day 6. Marseille there, on average, scoring 2 a game at the right end, conceding 2 per game at the wrong end. Real Madrid only lost once in the league phase, and that was match day 6 here against Manchester City, where a whole host of 16-year-olds were given a first go. So can't really read much into that. They'd won 5 out of 5 to breeze through qualifying up to that point during the league phase. Daniel Yanez, who set up 3 goals during the course of that league phase, is going to kick us off in the Madrid sunshine, and they've got a left-sided overload here, so I think we know what they're doing, unless of course it's the decoy. So here we go, a one-off knockout game for a place in the round of 16 in the UEFA Youth League. Real's progress as impressive as it was comfortable. Marseille's could not have been any less comfortable, but they had some thrilling games in victory and defeat. No points from the first 9 available, Marseille. Then a draw on match day 4, and they won back-to-back. They were 3-1 up going into the last minute against Union Saint-Gilloise of Belgium, and they were not in the top 22. And then they scored with 89 on the clock, and it took them through by virtue of the single goal. Can the revitalised Marseille boys keep the run going? Thumped out a play by Fine Martinez, one of the 4 debutants in the Real lineup today, although he has been playing B team, which is technically more senior than this, so you shouldn't be too nervous. One of the 16 playoff ties happening this week, similar but not identical to the Champions League, where the top 24 made it through, and obviously some of them straight to the round of 16. This was the top 22, and everyone playing off, along with those coming through from the Champions Pass. Zinga Pambani, a regular at the back for Marseille, doing it up there. Totally unchanged back 5 for Marseille, with Diarra behind the same back 4 he was for the last couple of games. Mario Rivas started most at the back for Real. That was him wearing 15 there next to the debutant Martinez. Thiago Pitarch and Holger Estero in central midfield. Others that play for the B team hadn't played in this until today, so I don't know if you call that a risk or not, but Real Madrid have used, well, by the end of this game, more than 40 players are likely to have featured for them. 4-0, that is remarkable. A great experience to get that many, some experience, but it doesn't make for a settled team, I guess. Here's the new boy, Alexis Sidia. Signed on Wednesday of last week. Sidia from Sevilla. And here he goes now down that left flank. And does he want to call it? He has. There he is. Welcome to Real Madrid. Straight into European knockout football. Low and unthreatening. What's the play a little out of it? With flow. Sestedo allows Aguado. Got hold of his goalies to take out there and receives it from him. Captain Carlos Diaz there. Third member of that midfield trio. All blitz a little bit tight there for Diarra. All closed down. Real Madrid ball. The early pressure is theirs. Wasn't he well closed down by Pitar? Ramadnia back to help out the defence. Marseille unable to get out so far. Oh, Real Madrid in the opening 5. Clever clip from Thiago Pitar. Now, Sidia. It's assertive late challenge coming in there from the Cabini. $15 points for Real Madrid, bettered only by the league phase leaders, winners, if you want to call it that, Chelsea, by virtue of 1 point. But as I say, Real had 15 out of 15 to begin with. All kicking off with a 3-2 win here over Marseille. And here they are meeting again. Goal for Real Madrid getting his first touch of the day. Ilya Voloshin, the Ukrainian. They shared around goalkeeping duties as well. Real Madrid, you did play a couple of times in the league phase. Nice touch there from Aguado. Sidia seen plenty of it on his club debut. And Ramadnia tracking back well to get the challenge in. Only 16, say Ramadnia. But he played in all 6 matches in that league phase. That's pretty impressive. This was Slaughter, the right back, starting for a 3rd turn today in this competition. They did mix it up so much. There were only 2 players who played in all 6 games around Madrid. Neither of them are playing here, incidentally. Forte. Great long ball, accurate enough to find Ramadnia. And he chipped it up there beautifully. Mardi was coming in. would have got there, but for the important header just as he was getting ready. Foul by the Kirs. Alvaro Lopez there. He's more players than anyone. And Lacazette has been cautioned for that. Sam Barrett got his yellow card out early here. A reckless challenge at mid-air barge. Yes, also with it, and 17-year-old Lacazette is going to have to behave himself now. Not clear sufficiently. They're stared up, losing out. No runner to hit with that tackle come past. And what it? Involvement in this competition largely covered by the first team, of course, but Marseille therefore last involved in the 22-23 season when the Marseille seniors were in the Champions League last. They came last in their group without winning once, so this is much more like it from their point of view. Ramadnia, despite being the baby of the bunch, is definitely a big threat. Needs one. Marseille their first corner in. Just played in all the games, John Ramadnia, but he's scored 2 really important goals as well. And the guess is coming to take the corner here. Well, one corner each so far, both rather disappointed with the delivery. And Salami with a little bump on the keeper there. Well, given that it's a knockout, it might be a little bit cagey, but if you have a little look at the Marseille matches, you feel they're almost incapable of that. They've set up a little more austerely minded here, but that 2-1 up and lost 3-2 here on the opening day, and then on match day 2 there was 3-1 up against Ajax and lost 5-3. Here's the coach, Titi, as they call him, Lasad Hasni. This is his real name, but everyone calls him Titi. And after that second blown lead to Leeds against Ajax, then lost 2-1 to Sporting, and then a comeback with lowly beginnings, a 0-0 draw with Atalanta to give them their first point. And they beat Newcastle 2-0. And Nuno Saint-Gilloise 4-1 on the final day, and they needed those goals. There were 4 clubs who finished up on 7 points, 1 above them and 2 beneath, respectively 1 and 2 goals worse off of goal difference. So they really did scrape in. They were not in the qualification picture until the final minute of the final game. That December's league phase, amazing. Eduardo coming forward from left back here, and he's broken one challenge. That was worth a hit. He might even get a second one here. Oh, he's done well to nearly win now. Sterling lad from Diego Aguado, who got up to score in stoppage time in arguably their most impressive win of the league phase. They won away 4-0 at Liverpool. Certainly better than their senior team managed that day. And were well beaten by other slots English champions. Real Madrid who won this once in the delayed final in the COVID Yeah, 1920. The coach then was a former Real forward by the name of Raul. It'll irk them, I'm sure, that Barcelona have won it 3 times. Barca the first winners of this competition and the most recent, and one in between. So they've won it high here. Alexis Sidia, the debutant, running it. And Baraji with the no-nonsense defending. Behind for another corner. See if they can get this one right. Thiago Pitaz going short this time to Yanez. We've set up 3 goals. He's drilling that in. Where's that gone? Spinning. And dealt with by Dubal eventually. Festero to Thiago Pitaz. So both of them making a debut in UEFA Youth League terms, but both of them have played together plenty in the B team. So that's not a combination that should be an issue for them at all. It is a very changed side, including this young man there, Alexis Sidia. Lucas has won it well, and the counter could be on. What a lovely idea that was. It's a low percentage pass that Say Ramadi has tried there for El Kadmidi. Agora, Sidia again. His Real Madrid debut, seen him on the ball tons, and that's his screen there. One suspects he'll be okay. Yeah, he's up and going again now. He didn't get the whistle he was hoping for. Yes. Juan Martinez stepping up for Real. Barrett not interested in the home prize for handball there either. But yet again, they've won it back. This is Arnu. Shooting chance. Pretty finish. Real Madrid leading to this Thiago Pitaz on his UEFA Youth League now. What a good hit. The third time in quick succession they've won that up high. With the crowd of bodies in front of him, a good idea for an early shot here. And Thiago with the power and the accuracy right in the corner. Check Diarra hasn't made a save yet. He wasn't saving there. Real Madrid lead by 1-0. They have been entirely dominant for 17 minutes. One breakaway that brought a corner. Should add it is a debut for this season. Hasn't been involved at all, Thiago. A couple of substitute appearances prior to this campaign. Now, how are Marseille going to respond? How hard do they go and how soon? Presumably not just yet. But as I've hinted at earlier, scoring or conceding the first goal for Marseille has tended to make much difference to the actual outcome of games. They have blown their own leads and been in trouble in games that they've won. So it's given away by Rabadnia. Shidia, horn to the goal scorer Thiago. So good effort, the challenge there from Tajuddin Mahdi. What a run there from Yanez, and the pullback's good. Oh, it's very nearly 2-0. That took a touch on its way through from Alexis Sidia. May well have been on target. I'm pretty sure it was, actually. But for that touch. Another disappointing near post delivery. And that's Estera. Another playing for the first time this season, having played it before. Trying to match his mate in there, Thiago. Not quite to the same spectacular effect. Sidia, lovely feet, really sharp, if a little off target. It got to make it work on the rare occasions they get the ball and they keep on giving it back to cheaply Marseille. And there's another one right there. That's the first touch Mahdi's had anywhere near the Real box, and it didn't last very long. We'll look at Eduardo go here. Oh, he's done very well. Alexis Sidia trying to hold off the challenge. He wants to get his shot away again, doesn't he? He's suddenly surrounded by the blue of Marseille. They look hungry, though. Spare dish from Marseille at this rate. Well, ball cleanly won, apparently. Aguado and Rivas both diving in. Here's Dubel. The yellow card for Yanez there. He might have got the ball, but he certainly took out the player. It's a free kick in a dangerous position for Marseille here. Yes, making it 1-1 on cards. Marseille trying to make it 1-1 in scoreline. Maybe he didn't get a touch, but certainly reckless going to ground like that. That's quite a cluster due to pinpoint delivery. Well, the punch is down. Well, suddenly a suspicion that it was going to go over the line anyway before it came out. I think Baraji's got the killer touch on it. They have not had a kick near the Real Madrid box. And that is how costly a set-piece giveaway can be. Real Madrid 1, Marseille 1. Mohamed Baraji is the man. The punch had to be up, not down. Well, I don't think the initial effort went over the line. Off the post first, then cleared, but cleared straight into Baraji. And a great moment for Marseille, who've been under big pressure, but they are on terms. What Russell? Oh. Right place, right time. First UEFA Youth goal for Mohamed Baraji, who has played in 5 of the 7 now. And there had been absolutely one-way traffic, and you suspect it may go back to being that way, but let's see. Goals change games, as they say. Alexis Sidia slightly overhit, sufficiently overhit. The Forte will pick it up on the other side. I would say they had their knee back straight away in freakish fashion. Jesus Forte, the 18-year-old right back, whether he's going for that or just trying to smash it across the face of goal, well, only he will know, and absolutely nobody will care. It's 2-1 Real Madrid. He took a Nikov Dubal, I think. Might not see it here, but also left back. Now, again, left check. Thierry held this will show you for sure. Yeah, that's very unlucky from Marseille's point of view. Probably have to go down as that eventually an Anis Dubal own goal rather than his, but we'll let others sort that out. Either way, Marseille were level for about a minute and a half, I think. And now, Sad Barrett may well be getting his card out again. And everybody's got plenty to say about this one. Tajuddin Mahdi is the one still on the floor. Let's have a look at the block off. You see, you didn't see it. Fortea made the block. It's kind of on the blind side of the English referee there, wasn't it? That's what you have assistance and communication for. It looks like it's going to be a portion for Fortea to go with his, or shall we say, assist or goal. Let's have a look. It's a yellow card he has out of his pocket. Presumably that's Salami trying to talk him into something else. And Forte has disappeared in the hope that he'll get away with it. He won't. He knew what he was doing, and he's taken his medicine. For now, Jesus Forte on the score sheet, and also in the match notes for a different reason. Keep an eye on those two now, right back at left wing in what remains of this game, and this just over an hour of it. Well, last time they gave away a City free kick, Marseille scored from it. This is a rather tougher angle to score from them. Ciao. Hopeless. Solidly met by Salami running around the back there. And Lucas, having taken the free kicks, has followed it up there. Around the Madrid want to try and play up and get on the counter. That's great work from Yanez. Rosa. At least a couple of fouls there. I think Sam Barrett wanted to let it run if he could, but eventually I think that whistle had to blow, didn't it? Well, it was Real Madrid. He came back from 2-1 down when they met here in September. They scored 82 and 88, I think it was, to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Much they moved. Bit of a scuff of a cross. It's not even going to get them a corner in the end. Try from the Marseille bench is for them to push up and squeeze. So I guess occasionally that'll be the plan. But it's had been played around. They'll have to get back quick. And they're now doing that. Juan Martinez. Up. Well. Aguado. Mario Rivas started 5 of the 7 matches. Mario Rivas, even though around him it is much changed. And it could be in here. Check Diarra to be quick off his line. It's another coming to get at. We see rather too much of this, I'm afraid, even at under 19 level, maybe even more than we do at senior level. So, fairly solid bang. Hopefully they'll both be okay. Not really a lot either of them could have done about that. Adrian Anuncio, or Arnu, as you'll see on his back there, new this season from Valladolid. He's played and scored once for Spain at under 19 level. As all new. He's played the B team, but this is his usually debut. Big header from Juan Martinez, who missed the whole of last season with injury. Actually played 5 times in this competition for Real. Juan Martinez, he's the long-haired defender. 2 seasons ago. Missed all of last season. Hasn't played in it this term until now. Has been playing for the B team every week. So if you like, he's one of the seniors on show. Well, Sam Barrett is becoming less and less interested with the plaintive cries of the various players out there, and you can understand that. I'll get the Stero the latest to hit the foreign screen. Rivas will probably leave that for his left back. Indeed he will. Here comes Diego Aguado. Not seen much of Capmedi up top. Wooding to start. Not just the 89th minute goal on the final day, also scored at Ajax on match day 2. Uver Capmedi. Touches. Inclusion. Pretty infrequent here so far. Real Madrid absolutely bossing possession and chances. Dimitar Shiria has had a good game and a busy one. Self back-heeled again. In on the give and go. Ramadnia all on his own here. Followed by Thiago. Oh, he's done really well. Ramadnia has so nearly teed up Tajuddin Mahdi for 2-2. He's really made us something out of nothing there. 16-year-old Said Ramadnia. Didn't look to be anything old when that ball came his way. Martinez on the cover. And he paid twice. Mahdi pulled the ball here in that leg face. Twice scoring on this pitch when it all kicked off. Marseille only scored 2 goals fewer than Real, even though they're 18 places behind them. The difference is that although they were a little abstemious, Real Madrid didn't concede many. Top scorers in the league faced with Tottenham Hotspur with double the amount of Real, but they also conceded twice as many. This was the Ramadnia solo shout. Just missed his mate. Mahdi coming in on the far post. And not for the first time. Sam Barrett's having to get involved here with a little bit of face-to-face going on, and plenty of words. Bench is involved as well. There's a lot of niggly fouls happening here. And more nonsense for Sam Barrett to deal with here. Coming together, Mario Rivas hit the floor rather too easily, I think is the point Sam Barrett is making to him. One good bit open. Lucas, another good ball in, chance for to reach, and it's sliced. It just got under there, Salami. The spinning ball sent spinning with a little bit of backspin actually over the Real Madrid bar. But one breakaway and 2 or 3 set pieces are the times that Marseille have looked dangerous. Just 3 or 4 occasions in these 40 minutes, but Real Madrid will do well to heed that and stop giving away needless free kicks, because he's already cost them once. Thankfully, from their point of view, they responded immediately to getting a lead back. That might not always be the case. That's a good-looking ball from Nardi. What a lovely way to pass. They're playing for moments like this, Marseille, and they might be in for another. Yeah, that's a penalty. Absolutely. He got there first and was taken out. 2 brilliant passes as Marseille go from back to front, and they get a spot kick. Mario Rivas cautioned for the challenge. And these 2 clubs are serving up another classic here on this pitch, just like they did on match day 1. Two very different ways of playing, no doubt about it. The debut of the Pyrenees here got there first, and once he poked it past him, any contact has to be, and was. Real Madrid have had all the ball and most of the chances. Now need their goalkeeper, Iji Abolishin, who's not really made a save yet of any note, to be their hero. If the Ding helps, the Ding go on. And it's Tajuddin Mahdi. Thank you to take it. Twice the scorer here in September. Mahdi for 2-2 in February. And it's in. Alvarez square again. Now, can Marseille stay on terms this time? We've got some added time, you'd think, to be going on, given we've had 4 goals and some sorting out for the referee to do, but maybe 5 or 6 minutes till the break. It's all square again. Tajuddin Mahdi with his 3rd UEFA League goal, and all of them have come here. Pyrenees putting the pressure on again there. This has not been an easy game to referee for Sam Barrett. And given that it's a knockout, when it gets tense later, if it is still tight, so we're going into the final 10 minutes, just wait and see how much nonsense there is for them to deal with. Mario Rivas, yes, and Lucchesi on the other side has now to be on best behaviour with a yellow card. And Rivas now Having to backpedal. Carlos Diaz, the captain, spreading it neatly. Sidia, well dispossessed by Bezar. Agora. Sidia taking over. That's nicely worked. There's Aguado again. Baraji, quite the obstacle, has done his job very well. We'll find out shortly how much added time there'll be at the end of a, well, typically thrilling half. Well, only 2 added minutes. That's a bit of a surprise. Beza up back to Baraji. Well, the slip followed by a mistake. And this would be something. Imagine if they pieced it. Romagna. It's a chance to. Well, it was Marseille who twice led on match day 1 here, and twice were paid back by Real Madrid. It's been the other way around here. So I suppose if it's to follow that for them. Marseille would indeed grab a 3-2 win from twice being behind. That would be an extraordinary coincidence, but that was a decent chance. Not an easy one, but a decent one for the 16-year-old there. A big there now. You doing the party or cycle the border? Okay. And there are 10 deals like a pumper. Well, but they all shit. Hey, boy. Now they're the 10 partidos. I'm going to work at this. This is Voltaire with the throw. It's a bit of room here for Sidia. No obvious pass on yet, but look at that for a galloping run from Aguado. That'll be that, I think. It is. Well, what an eventful half in this round of 32 knockout match. Twice Real Madrid in front. Twice Marseille getting level. Good big one, man. Real the dominant force, but Marseille giving a real textbook away performance, really dangerous from set pieces and on the counter. And
Hey! Kom op! Kom op! Goed! Goed daar! Volgend jaar! Hey! Kom maar! Kom op! Goed! Goed daar! Volgend jaar!
Welcome back then to the final 45 minutes in this knockout tie. As it stands, we may need penalties beyond it. All sorts going on in that thrilling first half here, and all square as the second half kicks off. Well, that first 45 minutes reminds us that there's more than one way to play this game, doesn't it? Classic clash of styles. Real Madrid, comfortable on the ball, playing high, pressing down, possession based, but always thinking attack, which makes them vulnerable to the counter. And it's Marseille doing the counter-attacking well on the handful of occasions they could, and making their set pieces count as well. Modern versus traditional. Nothing to separate them. No changes made by the coach at half-time. Diaz followed out there by the Pyrenees. Captain Dennis Dubal here now does indeed have that second Real Madrid goal against his name. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for him, his team got back in it with the penalty. Here he is. Smith, they started all but one of their matches in a much better settled team and squad. Marseille, they could pull her for Real Madrid. T.G. Strom may have certainly done the that's it. They're good. Here's that half all the way home. Despite the fact we have 4 goals, we have that many saves. Liverpool checked the other on the Marseille goal. Not going to get a free kick for that, as you did, Marty. Juan Martinez to Fortea. Yanez is 3 Real Madrid players to be booked in that first half. Here's Rivas, one of the others. Thiago. Lovely opening goal from him. Dione is staying high and wide. Slightly more patient approach here from Real Madrid before they try and punch a hole. Maybe that comes now. Zaguado's gone forward and underlapping. Left back. Yanez. All at arm's length so far. Finally, after Chanelian passes. Orel go all the way back. It Rivas here. It's off target. That would have been freakish, even more so than the one that's already gone in at that end. So, really not done his goalkeeper any favours there, and he must have seen where he was. Did his best, Ilya Voloshin, to stop that from being a corner. They had 3 or 4 set pieces in that first half, Marseille, and all but one of them caused Real Madrid problems. Take it, all of them. Milan can't see it. With more tumbling bodies as Thomas Thiago is down. Reasonably raised arm from Mohamed Baraji there. But one that if we had the AI in, they might be looking at. Yeah, I've loved it. Oh, won it high. Diaz rolling it through. Oksha Zefra at the centre. This is Yanez. Made it south to run down again his penalty. Oh. And Lekis, who has been booked, is the one who's made the foul here. Real Madrid are going to have the chance for a 3rd time already in this game to go in front. Went past the first challenge of Dubal there. It's that right boot, isn't it, Lekes? He kind of put it there and then I've sort of retracted it too late, I'm afraid, for Milan Lekes. Having won it, Daniel Yanez is going to take it. He's going to be surprised if it indeed was Alexis Sidia there, the debutant. Yanez has set up 3 goals during the course of this UEFA Youth League campaign. He hasn't scored yet, but what a golden opportunity to change that here on his 5th appearance. Yanez starts the job from 12 yards. And indeed, Real Madrid do lead for a 3rd time in this game. The only question now is, can they hang on to it this time? He earned it. Finished it. Check Diarra, who hasn't really made a noteworthy save in this match, is sticking the ball out of his net for a 3rd time. Yeah. No, they got. So, well, that at least bucks the trend of the first meeting here. Hi. Real Madrid did twice, came from behind and ended up winning 3-2. So we're not going to have history repeating itself, not in identical fashion anyway. I think. Had a few second cameo in La Liga for the first team last time, Daniel Yanez. Well, a party's played here. It'll come back now. Oh, and that's going to be a yellow card for kicking the ball away. Mohamed Baraji. A little bit of a temper tantrum. Not him, but his colleague back there. It was Pambani with the challenge that Sam Barrett played advantage from, but the yellow card was the what followed. After Forte was legally tackled by Baraji. Booted the ball away. I'm not sure that was for him, getting that cleared up. But Barrett showed it to his colleague. Offside. Yep. It's a teaser of a pass from Dubau. Look at Mardigo here. Great touch and strength and pace. Surely they can't come back a third time. The guess. Well, that's a little bit unlucky. It's not to say it's not incredibly painful. And El Cabmir is probably going to have to be the recipient of a card of some sort here. He's swiveled to hit that on the volley, and you can totally understand why he's gone for it. He won't have even seen the defender there, I doubt. So yellow seems sensible from Sam Barrett. It can at the same time be a genuine attempt to try and get a shot on goal. And reckless. That indeed is what the English official has deemed that. Ariel Cabmiri has his name taken. Don't think Jaime Martinez quite got kicked where he was holding, but anyway. It's a check of the bang to the head there, because he certainly would have felt the boot. It was half a chance created by the great work of Tajdin Maghi down the left there. Hands on hips for Daniel Yanez at the bottom of your picture. First goal of this season's Youth League fan. He has played in it in both of the last two seasons, and indeed quite regularly too. So don't often get 3-year UEFA Youth Leaguers. Could occasionally. Years one such player. Fortuna poking it forward in his direction. Excluded both his previous seasons, Yanez, but you're not in this one till now. The guess. Perfect decision and weight of pass. Whizzed on by the Pironic. Out to Ramatnia. He didn't get much of the ball in the first half, but when he did, he always did something good with it. Didn't lap turn. It's just... changes from both benches here. Jorge Testero is coming off. Mario Ribas is booked as also coming off. Thank you. And that's Martinez on. But this time, and the Bednius. For him in a minute. He's got some defending to do straight away here. Shooting chance for 3 each, and that's a smart stop. And didn't Lonoshin get down well. It's the debutant, the Pironic, testing him out. Very nearly beaten. Real Madrid trying to get themselves some daylight here, and they might do. This Yanez again. Where was that going? Probably towards the corner. Real Madrid want another penalty. So there's Aldepenis. Played a couple of times, and indeed scored already in his League campaign. Victor Aldepenis. Nardi, so he can get in the ball more. He has really got a number on his fullback forte. Strong and he's quick. Voshin has now had some serious work to do. By the way, Calvin Almadre, the player for Marseille, in that juggle change. Tifrael, Marseille. Debuting in the competition, just turned 17 last week. There's the cutback. Smith for Murdy. It's a bit of promise there for Marseille. Half an hour to go. You don't get any sense the goals are finished out. Two days of playoff action, and these matches, there have been a lot of goals already. Those are double lots the UEFA Youth League. Set piece take up, on the kiss because of that yellow card, and then giving away the penalty. It's probably a smart move from TT. That's how it has been. The it's already made way for Andre. Look at Mardi go on the left. And Andre almost had to wait for him to catch up with him there, otherwise he might have been free. Needless push though from Mardi, and there ends their attack. It's going to be another free kick. It's going to be another yellow card as well. Pandani followed in, and Duval. Dini stanco. Questa cosa non ha passato. Dennis, Deep out. I don't know, cautioned. House. Webster's. Diego Martinez leaves it. Yanis delivers towards Juan Martinez. Also from that touch. Last season, Real Madrid beat the hurdle there, trying to get through 2-0. Tell by Van Good, Arzid Abmod, side in around a 16. AZ team were edged out 1-0 in the semi-final by the eventual winners Barcelona. Real came through this equivalent stage by beating Dortmund here by 2-0. This one hasn't been quite as straightforward as that. The year before that, Real Madrid, the last season of the old format, they were beaten in Milan by a penalty shootout at the quarter-final stage. For a top of their stature, their levels of pride, to have only won this once could be seen as an underachievement. Well, they might be it again here. Mistake from Singapambani. The shuttle target coming in from the skipper. Diaz saved pretty comfortably by Czech Diarra. Well, confidently done by Valdepeñas, but he's over-pushed it and he's fouled, and it could be very costly. Voloshin is there again, El Kabnini in there, just got to turn to it first, and Voloshin will be hurt by, he's down, so is Salami. Valdepeñas is going to be cautioned for the challenge that preceded the advantage that was played. Voloshin for the second time required there. Yes, he was caught by El Kabmini, but it was his to go for, surely. Real Madrid making the point that the centre-forward's already being cautioned, that he's really over-pushed it there, Valdepeñas, and has smartly poked through. It's absolutely his to go for there. Did get the first touch just there, before clattering into the keeper. Well, it was Salami taken out initially. As we approach the final quarter of the game, we have yet another yellow card. I make that 4 for Real Madrid and 4 for Marseille. To Valdepeñas, brought on, I suspect, largely because Mario Rugas was himself on a yellow card. I don't know why the Pironic is asking the Stan Barrett. It's supposed to be a cautionable offence in itself. Will restart, I think, with the throw to Marseille at the end of all that. To give it back, yeah. No. What? That's a little bit short. Baraji bailed out by his colleague next to net. Kylian Bezan, the Algerian. One of those who started over the Danes. Great bit of skill there, and he didn't quite keep the ball in. Bezan, got the door. Not there. Another Real Madrid change. Gabri Valero. He's had one start and one appearance like Hest on the bench. He's going to play the final 20 minutes. It'll be, well, there he is. Looks like yes is the one who's made way, and indeed it is that he is. Score up for his third consecutive season. I know they take some doing. Straight into the action here, Gabri Valero. Cheap turnover. Diallo. Diaz back to Aguado. Deserve closed down really well. Hun fans enjoyed that. Well, great from the new boy. Been a busy 71 minutes for Alexis Syria. I'm sure we'll win a few days. But Zib the Panbani. One of the out-presents at that Marseille left it so late to qualify. Well, they're going to leave it here. Try and mount the siege on the home goal. Well, Romania, unfortunately for him, losing his footing there. Then Real won this in 2020 with Raul as coach. It held that tag for longer than usual because the following season's competition is capsule because of the pandemic. It's a heck of a run. They knocked out Juve and Inter and former winners Salzburg, little Benfica in the final. It was a final that was delayed to the August. They usually play the semi-finals and final over a long weekend in New York towards the end of April. Always interesting to look at the lineups from previous finals and see that teams in the modern day just to see what kind of progress individuals have made. That 2020 England's around. No absolute superstars have come from it. Miguel Gutierrez played for Real. Now Napoli played in the Champions League this week. Would have touched that as by Jesus Voltaire. The two Benfica goals in that final were scored by a young Gonçalo Ramos. And also starring in the competition that year, Curtis Jones. He's gone on to become a Premier League regular with Liverpool, and Raya Cherki of Lille. Also in the Premier League in England with Manchester City. Raul himself very much had grown Real Madrid royalty. But I think Calvin Hunter. But it's all about learning. But not say learning here that they won't get away with anything like that. because the Real Madrid players are savvy enough to know they go down on contact like that, the whistle's going to blow. 15 minutes of the normal 90 left as it's cleared from the head of Kambani. Valdepeñas. Aguado all the way into Voloshin. Spotted Thiago in space. How much space? Eating up the yards here. Back to front to the where the Marseille midfield had gone, but it had gone. That's all good. Fortea, the right back, looking to the left wing. Syria. Saved it on Barney. Badaji. Good movement from Kenny Olapiranek to get himself in between the lines there. Every Delero. What a... But... I did... Death there. Oh. I just thought of the middle of it. How did not touch it? How's it? That's into Pambani. Knocking Arnu over. Oh. Yeah, that's the point. Neat and turn, Ethan only up to a point, and it's not that needs the goal. Diego Martinez across to Valdepeñas. Now Guardo. That was very confidently done because he was being slumped there. He's kept on running as Guardo. 1 of 4 up, and it's a foul on Alexis Syria and a free kick in a dangerous position around Madrid. Yeah. The shortage of desiring options here. Check the hour's got his ball where he wants it. Aguado could be blindsiding with the left boot. No, he'll leave it. That is absolutely brilliant from Diego Martinez. A wonderful goal. And finally, they give themselves a bit of breathing room. And you sense that'll be too much for Marseille now. Great moment for the substitute, Diego Martinez. That is a beauty. What we on? Gorgeous technique. 4-2, and surely the round of 16 place is theirs now. Oh, Harry. Not me. Bradley Levy. I think he's on, by the way, for Marseille. As we go into the final 10, they need something truly special now, you would think. And also brought on that is Maetha. I don't think it's given that a penalty so much. He was just checking they still have a head injury for Juan Martinez. It's another high boot, isn't it? Andre this time. Well, he's been down a lot. Well, he's been caught a lot. Juan Martinez in this game. And Ramadnia looked good in the few moments he had. It is off now. Piron at the other making way. Neto. Aprita Lero. Everyone around him was wearing dark blue there. Andre. Good ball to the newly arrived Levy. Should be fresh enough. And the final two changes for Real Madrid there as well. Alexis Sidia has had a very lively debut for Real Madrid. And Arno made his debut as well. In the blue. Oh. Yeah. Those two are us. Jacopo Ortega there. Scored a couple of those already in this. Is on. They will go to centre forward for sure. Scored in the great minute, Liverpool, and another Cara. Nice to score at home. There'd be time. Meanwhile, the other change. Guardo's already been on. And is, but City are making lights. Anyway, here come Real Madrid again. Oops, I had to hit his sister player who's come on for Real Madrid, incidentally, the other one. And there he is. 17-year-old. They did half of the league phase games. Scored one of the 4 they got at Liverpool. Forward in today. Here. Six minutes of stoppage time. Somehow managed to play their way out of trouble there, and they very nearly played their way back into it again. Would have felt this nearly lost. Heard he had one strange one go past him today. That was no fault of his own. That would have been for Czech Diarra. It is a corner. No, just come on. He's going to take this corner here, Pedro Perez. Into the final 5 we go. And not overly committing, and they'd understand that with a 2-goal lead. Punch up in the air from the keeper, but not at all out. It's now hooked out by Salami. Very much still on the field, Diego Aguado. Good to throw here. Yeah. The type it once again was Cadbury and Andre. No one trying to just sweat it through for him. Feel like the threat has gone out the Marseille attack about maybe 10 minutes before that free kick went in. And that free kick solely the killer blow. Well, Martinez, and this was Forte. Took a little risk and did very well. Away from Nadi he goes, though he's followed him all the way cross country. Guardo's got on that underlapping run again. It's very fluid, isn't it, this Real Madrid attack? Shared the appearances around, shared the goals around. 10 players have played for the middle of 7 nudges now. It's incredible. And a final change here, up top. Marseille. No late heroics this time around from Pinmar El Kabmedi. To be honest, it's been looking like the next goal of this would come for Real rather than Marseille. Chris Folio Tene, the 19-year-old, has had a couple of great cameos. Gets a third here. But it's a Real sub looking dangerous now. Gabriel dangerous fullback. 5-10. And having just come off the bench, Perez scores for the second time in this season's UEFA Higley, and Real Madrid have 5. Substitute right winger, fine. Substitute left winger. Not that there was much doubt beforehand, but there's none now. Real Madrid are in the round of 16. What a goal. 3 added minutes to come. We're into the first of those. So he adds that goal to the one he scored in the impressive win against Liverpool, where Madrid has bettered their goal tally by 1 there. He played in half of the league phase games. Only one other 17-year-old managed that. That was Javi Bailon, who's got involved today. Fully Tene there, the substitute up front for Marseille. And did not slip. That might have been a moment of promise for him. In what fact? Well, they've shaken them off eventually. It's taken a long time to do it. You'd expect clubs finishing 18 places apart that there should be a clear favourite, but latterly around Madrid made it so. Yes, they've dominated territorially in possession, but Marseille would have set up to be like that, and I knew that was coming anyway. At 3-2, for all the Pont Royal had, you would have been amazed. Marseille got a third equaliser. What's happened to Gabriel Valero here? Screaming and rolling, and now fine. They have to load it somewhere. Quarter 1 by Maeta. It will be the final act. Let's chip that one in. Salmi trying to flick it through. I've lost 5-3 once already, Marseille. Difference being in the Ajax match, they led 3-1 in it. Can they get one more goal to take that to France with them? They'll have to be quick if they are. Follow. And still. And that will be that. Real Madrid into the round of 16 in the UEFA Youth League. And deservedly so, for sure. It took them a good few goes to shake off the attentions of a strong, competitive, dogged Marseille side who fall back twice to get level. That's 3-2. French club absolutely still in it, but once that brilliant free kick went in for Martinez, that was the little extra gloss was added by fellow substitute Adri Perez after. Marseille did well just to get into these knockouts. In fairness, it was very much against the odds, so they could come back from against the odds here. So Real Madrid, they won 5 in a row to kick off the lead phase. They come winners again here in the round of 32. They will see who they did. Finally score in the Spanish capital. Real Madrid 5, Marseille 2.